Since March is National Brain Injury Awareness Month, of course I'm thinking about brain injuries. Now I know a little bit about what they're like. I was thinking about my 16 head injuries that I gathered over 10 years. The first 11 or 12 came within the first 4 years. And then I had a nice little break. And then I started in again. I was thinking about which ones of those concussions affected me the most. Definitely my fourth concussion. I had a concussion in 2014 June, another one in July, another one in August, all 2014. Those are rough, but I healed up enough to drive and go on with my life and keep working and homeschooling with some symptoms, but nothing that was disabling. Then on March 21st, 2015, the slip and fall on the cement sidewalk, cracking the back of my head. That was the one that disabled me. That's the one that turned my life around. That's the one where I lost myself. I died that day. And I've been in the grieving process over the loss of my life and my personality and my hopes and my abilities and my independence and my finances. My God. It's a real grief when you have to grieve someone that's still alive. So that was a really hard concussion. That was introduction into a life that I didn't know and understand. I knew nothing about head injuries at that time. Then I would say my seventh concussion was the next one that really got to me. That was, I remember, in the summer. It was a car accident. I hit the right side of my head on the window. And that one really got me because I had aphasia so bad for several months that I couldn't speak straight. I couldn't remember words. I'd put the wrong words in the wrong place. I couldn't form sentences. It was horrific, along with lots of other symptoms. But that was a shocker to me. I've had tastes of aphasia because of the head injuries, but nothing like that. My seventh head injury is the one where I actually, for just a few minutes, thought about killing myself. I remember standing in the middle of my living room. It was a beautiful, bright, sunny day. And I had just gotten, or in the last couple months, had gotten that seventh head injury. I wasn't able to speak well or express myself. It was so bad. And I thought, well, you could just get in the car and go drive off a bridge. That would take care of this. Because really, are you going to go through this again? So I just thought about it for a minute. And as I was thinking about it, I walked out onto my deck, and it was a bright, sunny day. And I thought, well, really, is that the way it's going to end? After all you've been through in your life, that's the way it's going to end? It was really like having, you know, those old cartoons where a devil's on one shoulder and an angel's on another, and they're talking back and forth. That felt like that. And I kind of just thought that would be a really shitty way to end this. And I walked back inside and didn't think about it anymore. My 12th concussion was huge for me because I had had a long break. That's right, I had 11 in the first 4 years, and I had a lengthy break. For me, every time I had a concussion, in my mind, that would be the last one. I never honestly expected I'd get another concussion. It was always the last one. It was always tied up. It was always finished. It was always, we're going to figure out how to go on from here, and you're going to get better from here. I never thought, oh, what if I have another one? It never even came into my mind space. I mean, statistically, what are the freaking chances of that? So after I had this long respite and figuring out how to live disabled and all that jazz, out of the blue, I got my 12th one, and I was crushed. I was heartbroken. I was surprised. I was shocked. Are you freaking kidding me? How many times can a person do this? I was absolutely destroyed after my 12th concussion. I honestly didn't think it was going to happen again. I did go on to have 13, 14, 15, and 16, but I was never as devastated as I was with the 12th. So the hardest concussions for me were the 4th that disabled me, the 7th where I thought about suicide, and the 12th where I was just freaking surprised that you could keep doing this. It's good to talk about.